and Mo, Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know.
Do it for Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, it's my favorite show. Do it for Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo. Hey. Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings, big hopes and dreams as we cover our kings. Never cover the kingdom, but we loving our kings. And we covered your prayers as we doing our thing. Big Deuce with the par, Lil Mo on the screen. Solo or together, still do it for team. Never switch up for $1 or revenue stream. So we always got each other, balance out the beam. Deuce and Mo, and that's the end of the theme song. Do it for Deuce and Mo.
We are live!
Do it for Deuce and Mo. When it comes to the Kings,
Happy Sunday nights. Deuce Mason, Morgan, Reagan. What's up, Mo?
Thank you.
What's up, Mo?
Hi.
The Kings do something we didn't expect. Win a game. How we doing?
What up, Deuce?
Hey.
Hey, Morgan.
Hi.
I'm rooting for y'all.
How about those 15 and 50 Sacramento Kings?
Let's go, Kings.
Also have a Carlin cam tonight.
Oh,
Turn this on and see if it works.
okay. Carlin, he was just rolling. I think he's done with the. Oh,
We go to the Carlin cam.
wow. Hey, Carlin. That's such a cutie. What a cute boy. He's so cute.
Carlin cam, dude.
Oh, he's so
Hey, you
cute.
can see our view, huh?
Hi.
Welcome in. Appreciate you guys. Hey. Welcome in. The Kings got a win on the home floor tonight, 126-110. The first time they have won a home game since January 16th against Washington.
When you said that on the postgame show, I was like, I mean, I think you said in the pregame show too, but still, every single time I was just shocked.
I mean, that's going on almost 2 months. I mean, it's March 8th.
Wow.
That's crazy. Appreciate
we
the
are.
basketball sickos for being here.
Give me a hell yeah!
If you haven't done it yet, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. All it does is help our channel grow. Appreciate all the basketball sickos for being here. Shout out to Donovan over Committer. Hey, what is up, Sean? Relaxing the Black Gothan. Oh, Cat. Torta. Hector's in the building with Tony. Jordy, thank you so much. I appreciate all the chatters informing me about how the NBA lottery works. I was not familiar that the Kings winning actually hurts them in the lottery. Did you know that?
No.
I had no idea.
Whoa. I thought it was. This is news to me.
Yeah.
So, should we not be happy with one win?
You know what makes people happy? Something
What?
that Sean just asked about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The fog machine is plugged in. It's taking a while to heat up.
Oh,
But tonight, the Sacramento Kings heated up, taking on the Chicago Bulls, who had most of their roster questionable, but they all played. And the Kings came out swinging. And they never looked back. How about the Sacramento Kings tonight?
yeah.
With 33 assists.
Hey! Oh no, dude.
Maybe the fog machine just doesn't work. Maybe it's just not meant to be. Maybe this is the basketball gods telling us it's just not our year to allow the fog machine. Oh well, we move on. Who needs fog anyway? Oh! 33 assists and just 4 turnovers.
Yeah!
Russell Westbrook with a trip dub.
Hey!
And how about Malik Monk?
Woo!
You can't ignore the rookie Maxime Reynaud
No.
with 26 and Precious Achiuwa dunking on people left and right, and the Kings doing something they haven't done since January 16th, and that's win a home game.
Hey, hey, hey! 15, 15, 15, 15.
Yeah, we're gonna be picking eighth or ninth or 10th because we're winning too many games. Yeah!
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. Yeah. I don't feel good anymore. I'm gonna throw up. Yeah. No. No.
We just need to get lucky.
Luck.
But hey, they played some good basketball tonight against the Chicago Bulls.
Legitimately fun.
Yeah, they played good style of basketball.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Wait, the fog? Why isn't it affecting me?
Again, there was one year you had it like 46 times.
Oh,
This year, this is the 15th time over like 6 months.
yeah.
So it's just not going to impact you as much. So
I don't know if that's for sure. Here it comes. It's a rolling in. It's a rolling in.
all right, let's start the pod. Deuce and Mo. We're coming down. 3, 2, 1. Hit my music.
Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. They tell you what they know. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. Deuce and Mo. The podcast that you know.
This podcast is going to be very interesting tonight because Morgan is on about 3 hours of sleep.
Three.
Morgan started her morning in Santa Barbara and drove with her brother and his wife back to Sacramento to be at tonight's Kings game. And so you woke up at what time this morning?
3:31.
And part of this is I'm bringing this up is
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see how you fade as this podcast goes on.
Yeah.
But also it's so the chat keeps you accountable
Oh.
for when you like snap at me or like
Okay.
do something mean to me.
Okay. I like it.
But hey, good on you for being here. We give it up to Morgan Reagan.
No, not good on me. It's my job. I have to. Like, that's the thing. I chose to, with 2 days, Friday, Saturday, to go to Santa Barbara to support someone in my family, Dylan, in his one-man show that he did a fantastic job of. And it fell on a Saturday night, which means no matter what, I had to fly home on Sunday morning. Well,
Your arms must have been tired.
instead of flying, though, I canceled the flight and was like, I'm just kind of scared. What if the flight doesn't get in? Let me just drive 6 hours to make sure with my brother and his wife. And I had a great time. It was so fun. My brain, isn't processing things fast, but whatever.
So I just want to put that disclaimer too. So when Morgan doesn't make sense, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I get it. She got 3 hours of sleep and she is fading late night on a Sunday. Hey, welcome in. The Sacramento Kings back on the home floor, taking on the Chicago Bulls. And coming into this game, I'm looking at the injury report going, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Josh Giddey's questionable. Maz Buzelis, Jalen Smith, Patrick Williams. This is weird. Well, all those guys end up playing tonight. And then DeMar DeRozan was a late scratch due to an illness. He had played every single game this year, but could not go tonight because he was sick. So the Kings, even more shorthanded than usual. And that meant Daquan Plowden got the start along with Nee Clifford, Russell Westbrook, Precious Achiuwa, and Maxime Renaud. If I would have told you last year in December, early December, hey, dude, I could see the future.
Oh,
Next March, there's going to be a starting lineup.
Oh,
with Russell Westbrook, a couple of rookies you never heard of,
Yeah.
Precious Achiuwa, and this one guy who's been the G League, Daquan Plowden. You would have laughed your ass off at me.
Be like, how can you tell that future?
Yeah, that would be wild,
I would
right?
have been like, you're crazy.
So it's just crazy to think that was the starting lineup, how times change in a big time way. But the Kings got the job done tonight, and they did it in pretty impressive fashion. 33 assists and just 4 turnovers. Russell Westbrook had a triple-double. You had Maxime Renaud with 26 and 11, and Malik Monk dropped 30. The Kings get the win over the Bulls. Sacramento now 15 and 50 on the season after that 126-110 win. This podcast is always presented by our friends over at Santebo Vineyards and Winery. I'm Deuce Mason. That's Morgan Reagan. Mo,
Yeah.
it was a bit refreshing to just see the ball zip around tonight.
Deuce, you said it to start this podcast. I'm on 3 hours of sleep. If I got a shitty, boring game, I might have fallen asleep. the fact that we have watched every minute of every single game.
Yes.
And it was like this game, especially when they played the way that they were playing in that first half with the ball zipping around, the fast pace. I was entertained. I was alive. I was energized. It felt good. I then thought of dark things at the half. And I was like, there's no fucking way they're going to do this in the second half.
Mhm.
Like we've seen this before. And I was like, ready to go night-night. And they kept it going the whole game. And I think that's why, too, and I know you're going to get to it, why so many people are like, oh, man, I wish they played like this and then last for the tankathon and da-da-da-da, whatever. This was one of those games where I wanted them to complete because you have to have some of those games. Sure, we don't want too many of those games down the stretch, but this game was so complete from the start of the game with the ball whipping around.
Yeah, inevitably, when the Kings are in a close game or they look like they're maybe winning a game, everyone has to go on social media or Discord or Reddit and inform all the people who are just like enjoying a basketball game what the implications are if the Kings win. Like, dude, if you win too much, as if we don't know how the lottery works.
Mm-hmm.
We're aware of it. And you're right. The reality is this win could end up impacting them in the lottery.
For sure.
And you know what? It could not too.
That I mean, is it?
And so I understand how it all works. And I feel like anytime we talk about a win, the comments or someone's like, dude, you just don't get it. How are you celebrating the win? Dude, I'm not over here like celebrating a win, okay?
Yeah.
I just watched a basketball game, and during a long, bad season, I could talk about some good. And you know what? I can't, believe it or not, I personally can't do anything about them winning or losing.
Yeah.
I can't. Okay. So when they win a game, there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Now, what could they have possibly done for the people that wanted to lose tonight?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, hey, Russ, you're not playing. Malik, you're not playing. I mean, it's just not going to happen. I mean, the Pacers tonight, they were taking on the Suns. They played all their guys too. You're just going to win games sometimes in this league. I don't know what to tell you.
The Bulls had their chances tonight.
They absolutely did.
And it was like, even down the stretch when they started making it like a 10-point game or whatever else, just creeping up closer to the Kings, it was like they would just end up making mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the points in the paint tonight, 36-68.
Crazy.
The way that the Kings were capitalizing or executing in the paint to how the Bulls, it didn't seem like they could finish. It seemed like the Kings defense was absolutely like, the effort was there, the long hands in the passing lanes, the activity, deflections, all the things was messing with the Bulls in their offense, but they still had an entire game to figure it out, and then they just couldn't. They weren't making shots. They were turning the ball over, everything else.
I mean, when you have 15 wins, there aren't many good moments in a season, right? I think it is safe to say that this is probably the most complete performance on like both sides of the ball in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
No doubt.
That's that's absolutely fair. Like it's truly the first win. I'm like, what? Like, I'm not mad. I'm not like, oh man, it would have been nice if they just lost. Like, it's just like, yep, I'm complete. I'm good. Happy they won it.
I mean, I've made my stance clear on that. Like, obviously, I want the Kings to get a top 5 pick, but again, there's nothing I can do about it at this stage. So I have to just live with the results that we have. But talking about this game specifically, there's so many things you can point to. And obviously, I think the ball movement's probably the headline in this one. Obviously, it helps when you knock down shots. But I thought the Kings tonight just made the extra pass the whole game.
Oh, my God.
It was decisive. You know, and I can't really explain to you why that doesn't happen on a consistent basis. You know, tonight there's no DeMar. The last time that the Kings had a high assist, low turnover game, shorthanded, was when Russ didn't play that game in Dallas, right? So you go, what's the common denominator? Yeah, it probably is because you have two guys that can be ISO guys that have control of the ball a lot. But with one of them out, it looks different, no doubt about it. And I thought Russ tonight did a great job pushing the pace. The Kings as a team did. They pushed, they got into their early offense, and it was just quick decisions. Obviously, the Bulls are not the best team.
Yeah.
They've been struggling big time, especially post All-Star break. But it just seemed like the Kings were doing everything like how you want to play offense. It's like quick decisions, running things through Maxime Reynaud, off-ball movement, cutting.
You guys,
I mean, they played great tonight.
like you talk about the decisiveness. It was even being decisive with the ball in their hands and putting it on the floor and attacking a closeout or attacking a body to create for someone else. While the next person, let's just say it was Maxime Reynaud, who was 10 of 20 tonight, attempted 20 shots. Like he was getting some up there. And it was him always moving, being active, being available and ready for his guys on that end of the floor. And it wasn't just like, oh, let me just like move with the motions of what's happening on the floor. It was, I'm going here with the intent that I'm getting the ball and I'm going to have this push shot. Oh, I see this open gap here and I'm going to cut hard. And if I don't get it, I'm going to space the floor and clear out, whatever. You could just tell his focus, the mentals, like everything was there on that offensive end for him. But I felt like that was contagious in some ways. And it was for everyone else as well. So everyone was moving on a string. You know, we always say that on the defensive end, but it felt like it was happening on the offensive end a little bit too for this whole team.
And I think the defense is what led them to do this offensively.
Totally.
To get out and go. You know, Chicago burned them a few times tonight for sure. They play with a lot of pace. It wasn't like a picture perfect performance. The Bulls scored 38 points in the third quarter, but the Kings scored 39. It was just one of those games where luckily your offense stepped up in that third quarter. But my point being is you look at the Kings and some of the things that we've talked about all year long is like, hey, it's tough defensively when you have two guys in your starting lineup, Westbrook and DeRozan, who are older guys, not known for like great defense, right? At this stage of their career. That's just the reality, right? They can make defensive plays, but they're a liability out there defensively against teams that are just younger, more athletic, blah, blah, blah. Well, what do you know tonight? DeMar DeRozan doesn't play and Daquan Plowden gets to start. Well, Daquan's 27. He's kind of a pest defensively. He's really athletic. He can fly around. And that's what I noticed about Sacramento tonight in the early stages, the activity. Like their hands were outstanding. Neek must have had 4 to 5 deflections in the first quarter.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And a couple of steals. And like that allowed the Kings to like get out, you know, create force the Bulls into some really difficult shots or just misses. And the Kings got every 50-50 ball and made shit happen.
I mean, we've said it with this team so many times. Either they have to push the pace, you know, play some defense, push the pace, get in that early offense, make quick decisions, get those cross matches, just get the defense on their heels. Or they have to run something because it feels like when they just have the freedom out there, especially when it's DeMar and Russ, it's like that freedom turns into let them take the ball and we'll just chill out and wait until it's our turn. Max is always the one that's still always moving, where I don't feel like those actions are always run through consistently throughout a game. With some of these guys, when DeMar and Russ are out there, it's because they're relying on them to do a little bit more. There'll be moments still where I'll see a pin down and then Precious come around on the elbow and everything else, even when DeMar's playing, but it's just not consistent. Tonight, it was consistent all the way through, whether it was in the half-court offense or, like you said, creating things off of their defense and just pushing the shit out of the basketball.
I was mentioning Neek's deflections. NBA.com said he had 5 deflections tonight.
It felt like he had like 3 in one possession out.
He had 2 in one possession.
That's what it was.
Yeah, it was really nice. Also in the chat, someone saying that Scout Recycler saying Chicago never put Sexton back in after he's lighting up the Kings. Yeah, I was watching that too going, what's going on?
Yeah.
The Bulls announced that he did not return due to a left leg contusion.
Yeah.
He was cooking the Kings.
Oh my God. It was scary. I mean, it didn't matter what hand was in his face and how many feet he was out. He had like 3 threes like in a row.
He had those back-to-back threes, but 2 of them, it was just like Precious was over helping in the paint and then couldn't recover. And then there was another one where Eubanks was playing too far off of him. And you got to be up at the level of the screen with Sexton. And the guy's been money all game long. He got a couple of good looks and then he hits a contested one. You're like, come on.
7 of 9 from 3.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if he keeps playing in this game, if he's able to like not get banged up, whatever happened, who knows what the game looks like.
Oh yeah.
Tonight.
Oh yeah. No, I thought about that a few times when he wasn't coming in. I was like, when are they getting them back in? Like he's the guy that's going to get them back into this game. And then when we saw that tweeted out, it was like, all right, well, Kings, you have your chance then. The guy with the hot hand is out, and it feels like the Bulls can't find their flow.
In the chat, people are like, oh, left leg contusion, wink, wink. I don't know. The guy played 38 minutes last game. He's been playing over 30 the last few games. So I don't know that they're going that route, but who the hell knows at this stage? I know Billy Donovan was talking after the Suns game going, no, our organization does not view, we want to like win.
Yeah.
So they're not winning a lot right now though.
Mhm.
So yeah. Just lots of good stuff tonight in this game.
Yeah. So, I mean, we talked about ball movement, obviously the Kings pushing the pace, but I think a lot of that honestly started with Russell Westbrook. He was 7 of 17 tonight. I forget what he was at the half. It felt like when you looked at his attempts, it was lower. It was like, okay, like sure, he's passing around the ball. You saw the assist numbers up at the half. Finished with a triple-double, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, 23 points. And he was so much of a point guard tonight because some of those passes and some of the ways that he was getting Maxime Reynaud the ball, like it was those two just connecting and communicating through their eyes. Max pushing off a guy, Russ throwing it up perfectly. Like those chaotic moments weren't happening all night long for Russ. And I just thought it was such a solid game from him. Oh, and we talked to Daquan Plowden after the game and asked him even about Russ. We're like, triple dub, like you didn't have DeMar out there, but you had the other vet. Like what stood out to you like all the time? And he was just like his leadership, just who he is as a leader, what he brought tonight is just what he does. And I'm like, cool. You know, it's nice to hear, like, even without DeMar, someone who's been that constant professional to all of us, it's like you do hear that from some of the other guys as well about Russ.
Yeah, and you were wondering about his shots because he was 7 of 17 in the game, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
He was 3 of 8 in that fourth quarter. So he took 8 shots in that fourth quarter. It felt like he was being aggressive late when the game was kind of out of reach. But I'm with you. Yeah, early on, I'm looking at the box score going, the guys who are taking the most shots right now, Monk and Maxime Reynaud.
Yeah.
And it just felt like it was really balanced. Everybody on the Kings had an assist tonight, except for Eubanks. Everyone was, it was like one of those games where you felt it was a total team win, that everybody had something during the game that they did well. And when everybody's on the same page like that, it's just refreshing to see. We've seen a lot of shit basketball this year. So to have a game where it's like, oh, what? Okay, they're getting stops defensively. There's like one possession inside in the second half where like Plowden had a block inside. Bulls get a second chance. Precious is there forcing a miss. Then they force another miss. You're like 3 misses in a row. Like you're seeing multiple efforts. That's what I would say too. Multiple efforts, getting the 50-50 balls, the second chance points, defending the paint well, and then offensively doing the right things out there. So, yeah, just a really strong game.
Yeah. Fun to see them get it together on the home floor, too. I think that's one of the most important things, too, is when Kings fans show up to games, especially tonight, chanting Light the Beam at the end of the game. Again, it's just like this crowd sometimes or the fans are just crazy. Like they're there, they're loyal, they're chanting the things that you want to hear, and all the vibes are there when they're playing basketball the right way. And so basketball was played the right way all throughout this one, but I just like that the tone was set from the start.
I was looking back at my notes, some of the things I liked from the young guys. Neek Clifford. Neek didn't have like a game where you go, oh my God, he lit it up. He took 7 shots. He was 3 of 7, knocked down a couple of threes. He had 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, a block, and those 5 deflections. But there was some stuff I liked early on. There was one sequence where the Kings run their split action. So Russ throws it to Maxime Reynaud at the extended elbow, okay? And then Russ, after he throws a pass, screens away to screen for Neek. So Neek comes around, takes the handoff from Maxime Reynaud. Reynaud's rolling to the basket. Neek, the ball handler, keeps his defender on him. And then an aggressive take, a wraparound to Maxime.
Oh, yep.
It was a beautiful play.
Yeah. And again, it was...
And a great execution of the split action, which is great to be able to run with your bigs.
Yes. The split action, starting everything off, but then Neek making the right read. Like, those are the things down the stretch that we're like, okay, can Neek have consistent games put together? But with some consistent games, like what is he doing in those? Is he just being in catch and shoot situations? Is he creating for himself? Is he creating for others? And you see what type of facilitator and decision maker he can be with the ball in his hands. And it was that play right there. I remember just feeling like, oh yes, you can make the right read when you are confident and you are attacking, getting downhill. And it's just
he got downhill that one time and had that spin where he shed Sexton for the score at the rim.
Damn. Yeah, I know. And so again, those are the things, like, I don't care if Russ and DeMar are both playing down the stretch. That is still what we want to see from Nick Clifford.
One of my favorite plays.
Yeah.
Killian Hayes' lob to Malik Monk from half court.
I know.
That was unbelievable. And Bobby Gerald put out these numbers. I think the latest update now, let's see here. Killian Hayes tonight had 3 assists. So since coming to Sacramento, I think he has 23 assists and 1 turnover.
I mean, that's okay. Talking about Killian Hayes really quick too, because like every time we see a shot, we're like, what?
Yeah.
Like what? Why is it so broken? But then when you see his size, again, on the defensive end, picking up 94 feet, and you're just like, okay, full blown effort there. But on the offensive end, when he's handling the basketball, I even said to you, can he create more for himself, like off the dribble and attack? Like, you know, he has the vision to see others. There was also another good moment when Russ had the ball and he moved without the ball.
Cut.
Had the nice cut. Russ found him on that cut. And again, that's a guy with size. So if he is going to be in the middle, he can finish at the rim. He can finish over people. I'm just curious, like, what else he will add to his game to be better in that position if that shot is going to remain broken.
He's got to be a competent shooter, I think, to exist in the NBA.
Okay.
But
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I know
just some sort of a threat because, but then thinking you're just talking about some of the things he does well. I cannot believe we're spending. This is where we're at in the Kings season 2, where it's like, hey, dude, let's talk Killian Hayes for a second. What are you seeing here? He's in his second 10-day contract. I'm having flashbacks of us going, dude, I mean, what are you seeing with Kyle Guy here? You know?
No, but the difference is, I think with Kyle Guy, we always had
yes.
it was like more hope, like, oh man,
yeah.
what can we be? I'm more talking Killian Hayes as an NBA player, not for the Kings even.
He's a really good passer.
I know.
And it's nice to have a guy off your bench that can like run a team for a second, right? And then play some defense. But you're right. If he could just hit a jumper on a somewhat regular basis.
Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah.
When I even see like the mechanics of the shot,
It's a little weird.
it is, and then it must be a mental block too.
Sure. And look, in the G League, he's playing so many minutes and he's in a pretty good rhythm. He wasn't like, oh my God, efficient in the G League by any means from 3, but he was a good scorer in the G League. You're playing a different role here. And I think that's probably another thing too. He's just trying to like fit in. He's like, okay, here's what I know I need to do. And when he first got here, he was not shy. I mean, he was like, all right, let me take threes here. I'm open. Let me just take him. And he got off to a slow start. It's almost like he pulled back a little bit and it's like, okay, let me just do the things I know I'm really good at. And then as I get into more rhythm, maybe get more minutes, I could feel more comfortable looking for mine.
Someone that is shocking to see not on an NBA roster at the beginning of the season, Precious Achiuwa. That one to me is just like, and I said to you, I'm like, wait, will we actually maybe be able to see this guy blossom a little bit in Sacramento? It just depends on how the roster keeps being built, because you don't want him to play out of a role that doesn't make sense for him. But you're seeing how he can contribute with different roles and different opportunities throughout this Kings weird season. Another game from him where I'm just like, you have these big, strong moments, big, strong dunks.
I mean, the play he had, it was one of the few possessions where the Kings offense was fucking stagnant. And I'm like, when you're watching a game and like the Kings have these moments where the ball's moving, you're like, keep it going. And then it goes stagnant. And I'm just like, oh, I'm like melting in my chair going, is this really, are they going to just stop doing it? It wasn't so fun.
Yeah.
And it was a late shot clock situation. It seemed like there was no putting pressure on the paint. And Malik and Pressure like passing the ball back and forth. Precious fakes the handoff to Malik and just drives strong to the basket and dunks it on Nick Richards' head. That was sweet. He also had that dunk on Jalen Smith too.
Yeah.
He is some of his dunks lately.
Get him in the dunk contest.
he would be in the perfect dunk contest if the job was to dunk on people.
Yeah.
But no,
funny.
he attacks the rim with absolute force. No, I really like him.
Force.
He's obviously a rotational guy on a good team, but
100%. No, and that's why even as the Kings are trying to like build and fill their roster as they make adjustments and tweaks where they can over these next couple of years, it's so cool that they've been able to see a lot from him and a lot of good in bad and good games for the Sacramento Kings.
yes, and he played 39 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't really pay attention to the minutes tonight. 39 for Precious, 38 for Maxime, 30 for Neek. Russ played 34. Monk got 30. Hayes 15, and then Daquan Plowden played almost 35. But yeah, I mean, Precious, you could see he's a valuable player. And the other thing too is, I think some people, because he's been in the league for a while, look at him like he's 30. I mean, he's 26 years old. He's not like an old man.
Not
by
at
any
all.
means. He can still improve his game.
He's younger than Daquan Plowden.
Very true.
I mean,
That's
like,
funny.
it's just sometimes I think for some people they think, oh, Daquan Plowden's young because he's like in and out of the G League. And it's like, no. He's just like, that's his journey.
Yeah.
That's going to be his journey throughout the NBA. But yeah, Precious is not that. He's 26. And that's why I keep talking about blossoming.
I think one of the things that surprised me about him is just his defensive versatility a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Where, look, it's not ideal, but based on the circumstances, the Kings have put him sometimes on like guards on the perimeter.
Yes.
He holds his own. It's kind of like at times he's playing that Keegan Murray role where like we don't really have any other options. And Precious moves his feet well. He's got good size.
Precious, DeAndre Hunter, Keegan Murray, AJ Dybansta.
Sabonis.
Okay, yeah, assuming Sabonis.
Stop it. Dude, you're talking about AJ. He's going 1. The Kings are probably after a win like tonight picking like 7, 8.
I was going to say
After they got some wins coming up here. You got Indiana coming to tell you. You got Brooklyn.
Darren Peterson drops this.
Oh, keep going. Kingston Flemings. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Nate Amen. Oh, dude. I mean, he's got just as good a size. His free throw rate's just as good as AJ's. Trust us. We will be talking ourselves into.
Can a girl dream?
Yeah.
Can a girl dream?
Oh,
Come on.
man.
I know. But anyway, going back to that, like, yes, perfect style of player with the versatility to build or to have with depth with this roster going forward. I really like Precious.
I do too. Also, shout out Daquan Plowden, who got the start tonight. And I should have looked at this earlier, but like we talked to him post game on the show, and I'm like, that had to have been. Did he start a game already this year with Sacramento? I might have. All right. Well, whatever. He hasn't started a lot in his career. So happy for him. He ends up with 16 points and honestly had some nice moments too. He had some strong takes, had an and one early in the third quarter. There was another play where he drove strong and Buzelis went straight up like to defend him.
Yeah.
Played it well. But Plowden went right into his chest, finished at the rim.
There's so many of those like fundamentally sound moments for multiple Kings players tonight. Young, mid-age.
If you haven't hit the thumbs up, by the way, please do it. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe. All it does is help our channel grow. All right, I put a poll question up.
Ooh.
Let's see what the people are saying, huh?
Who
was the player of the game? The Butcher and Barrel player of the game. I said, is it Russell Westbrook, Maxime Reynaud, or Malik Monk, who dropped 30 tonight?
Damn. Oh, wow. I see what the people are saying.
42% of people say Russell Westbrook. 30% say Maxime Reynaud. Malik Monk at 28%.
I mean, Russ played a really solid game. And not just because it was a triple-double. Like, you see that on the sideline, you're, damn. I thought he did a really good job leading the team as a real point guard tonight.
Sorry. Got distracted. Not reading that one. I thought Russ would be suspended for killing Matt George the other night. I'm not reading like those. Why would you put that in the chat? What the hell? That's not
funny.
Dude, not funny, chat.
Yeah.
Jeb, ban that person.
I don't even see it.
It's up there. It just you missed it. It's up. If you scroll up more.
Wow. Yeah.
So you're saying Russell Westbrook?
Not suspended, and he is my butcher and barrel player of the game.
Let's see if Jebediah agrees.
Hey.
Yes, Russell Westbrook, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, and 0 turnovers.
Oh my God. The 0 turnovers. You can just tell when he's playing under control, composed. That was his night tonight, and I loved it. It was like he was the adult in the room. He was the veteran. Let him cook. Let him make everyone better. Oh my gosh. And he had some very sexy ass passes tonight.
Well, he's our butcher and barrel player of the game.
And make sure to go to Butcher and Barrel. It's across the street from Golden One Center. It's on K Street. You can get a game day deal, $39 for a Wagyu burger, shot, and a beer before you go into a Kings game. There's always Kings fans there at the bar anyway. So even if you weren't hungry, go to the bar. It's absolutely stunning.
great spot.
But you can eat there anytime throughout the week. It's delicious. Butcher and Barrel.
In the chat, someone's saying, damn, I missed the fog machine. Well, you can always go back and watch it. You know, there's a rewind button.
That's
We
funny.
do. I need people to know this. I timestamp on YouTube.
It takes
so
a
you
lot of
could
time.
Timestamp so you could see what topics we hit.
Uh-huh.
You know, I talk in the comments after on YouTube. So if you engage there, I will be there.
Yeah. No, and it like timestamping takes time, and Deuce does it for the people.
Yeah,
I mean, you do. It's really.
well, I
it's,
mean, they call me the man of the people for sure.
who does?
The people.
Can I say one thing that I really liked about tonight too?
Okay.
I really liked your key to the game was win the possessions game. Like
Mhm.
get more possessions in this game, move the ball around, all the different things. And then not only did they do that, but then after the game, when we were interviewing Daquan Plowden, he talked about how their intent or something going into this game was winning the possessions game. And I liked how aligned it was with knowing what they needed to do against the Chicago Bulls, and that the wording, the verbiage was used. I know. I pointed at Deuce when he said that, and I was like, basketball mind.
Thank you.
And Deuce loved it, and then his ego actually blew up his entire head, and
Yeah, man.
you know how it goes.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks for the
Anyway.
love.
Mm.
We got more of the podcast coming up in a second. We were presented by our friends over at Sentivo Vineyards and Winery.
Oh, it's delicious. And you should check out their tasting room, especially as the weather keeps getting better and better. It's in Suisun Valley, which is in the Fairfield area, just 40 minutes out of Sacramento. Deuce and I have been there a couple of times. It's absolutely gorgeous. Or you can go to sentivovineyards.com and get all of your bottles there. So if you can't make it to the tasting room, cool. Go to sentivovineyards.com, get all your bottles ready for this gorgeous weather, whether you are in your backyard, you have a baby shower or a birthday you have to go to, go grab a bottle, sentivovineyards.com.
Also presented by our friends over at
Medic Ambulance. Woo, woo. We've teamed up with Medic Ambulance, the trusted name in emergency medical services across Northern California. From life-saving responses to being the team behind the scenes at your favorite events, Medic is here to serve. Learn more at medicambulance.net.
Appreciate everyone's support, including a super chat. We got $2 from GDM415 saying, will they win 21 games? I needed that fog bad. Winky face, a winky face. I don't know why the winky face.
That's cute.
I don't know. Will they get 21 wins? They're at 15 now. I don't think so.
15, and they have 17 left?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably not. Probably not. I would be shocked. I mean, it just depends on what other teams are doing down the stretch, too.
And they have some games. We've talked about this a few times. This week in general for the Sacramento Kings, Indiana's coming to town on Tuesday.
Mhm.
It's the front end of a back-to-back. Sacramento will welcome in the Charlotte Hornets after that. Excited to see the Hornets in action. Then after that, the Kings go at the Clippers, home for home for Utah.
Mhm.
That's an interesting one.
Yep. Yeah.
And then home for San Antonio. Oof. Home for Philly, at Brooklyn.
Mm.
They do take on Brooklyn again in late March on the road. Yeah, I don't love projecting win totals at this stage because you never know what these lineups are going to look like every single night. But
That's
the
it.
Kings have won they're 15-50. So to say that they win 6 games in this stretch seems crazy to me.
Almost half of the wins
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
have now
Yeah.
in this stretch. Yeah. There'd be really like no point either. Like it just would be a weird time to like have to go on a stretch where you're just like winning 6 games when you couldn't do that earlier in the season. But with some of these teams that they're playing, like, I don't know, there could be a couple wins in there.
Yeah, and the next one could be one of those.
Yep.
And Indiana's coming to town. They have the same amount of wins as Sacramento right now. They're 15-48. They lost tonight on the road to Portland, 131-111. And you're going, oh yeah, but they don't have anyone. They're banged up. They're starting to get guys back now.
Yeah.
Tonight they started Nembhard, Nesmith, J. Huff, Siakam, and Walker. Obi Toppin played a little bit. You know, TJ McConnell still playing a little bit. They played every guy on their team tonight.
But look at some of those minutes like spread across the board for the Pacers. 17, 20, 22. Like,
Off the bench, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Siakam still played 32 minutes,
Yeah,
and this
guess.
was a game that they were down, 24 in. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know how the Pacers are going to approach things. It's this time of year. I don't know. Like, do they go, hey, like this is a game we do not want to win as an organization against Sacramento, and this would be a big loss for us, trying to secure our spot as the worst team and to have the best odds as the number 1 pick and go no further than 5. And you got to remember, the Pacers traded their 2026 pick. Remember all those protections? It's protected 1 through 4.
Yeah, all the
Right?
protections. It's something.
What's the protections
You should
again?
look it up so we don't get
Pacers,
it wrong.
Clippers trade for Zubats.
There's way too many protections and details to this.
Yeah. Where are the details? Okay, here it is.
Okay.
It's protected 1 through 4 and 10 through 30.
So 5 through 9.
So
Unprotected.
There is a chance that Indiana could finish with the league's worst record and their pick go to the Clippers if they fell to 5.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. So, for them, it's about staying in that top 3. I don't know how Rick Carlisle and that front office wants to approach things. Like I mentioned to you tonight, Siakam played 32 minutes. They're still playing their guys. I think the misnomer about them is they have been hurt this year. They've been banged up. Now, have they been pushing guys to, get back as fast as possible as if they were in some, Eastern Conference playoff positioning race? No, of course not. And I don't think any team is really doing that if they're out of it. But there's been talk that Zubats may be coming back at some point.
Yeah.
Like they have a group that can win a basketball game. I will be very interested to see if there's any tinkering. We'll get to the end of the game. Like, oh my God, Siakam didn't play in the second half, or hey, DeRozan is still sick, or I don't know.
I was curious about that. I mean, tonight when it was like, oh, DeMar DeRozan isn't playing, I was just like, what happened? And the fact that he was sick, he's someone, as you can tell all season long, wants to be available.
Played every game.
Played every game before tonight. And so, it's none of that. But I am curious, though, if this, even something as simple as this, will alter things for him. But I don't think so, because I think he's just the type of person that would just rather be on the floor if he's getting paid to play basketball.
In the chat, Pacers being bad, just having one star player out is wild. Well, it's just not the full story, though. I mean, Toppin's missed a ton of time. McConnell's missed time. Nesmith's missed time. Nembhard's missed time. Siakam's missed time. They didn't replace Miles Turner. They've used Jay Huff and Micah Potter. They've had to really cycle through different types of lineups all year long. Honestly, similar to Sacramento. Sacramento's, they're not a good team.
Yeah.
Had Sacramento been healthy, let's just say Sacramento stayed healthy this year, they're probably a 25-win team.
Okay.
I don't know, 26. They're not great by
No,
any means,
no.
but they're better. In Indiana, if they were healthy this year, I think they would have been far more competitive. But once guys started getting nicked up, and it seemed like it was just an avalanche of injuries for Indiana at one point, it's tough. Now, don't get twisted. They want a top 4 pick. It would be awful for them to lose their pick, even if it was,
5 through 9.
5 through 9. Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy protections on that. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm in therapy right now talking about this in my head.
What?
Well, just the reality of where the lottery standings are, because we do this after every freaking game they win, which is not many, but they've won more recently. And at one point they had 12 wins and Indiana had 15. Well, Indiana's lost like 9-10 in a row now.
Mm-hmm.
And so now it's a pretty close race for the worst record in the NBA. So Indiana is at 15-49. Sacramento's the worst, 15-50. Washington's at 16-47. Brooklyn finally won a game. They're 16-47. So it's like those 4 teams are like really in a battle at the moment. But like you say that Brooklyn won the other night, and like it wouldn't be shocking if Indiana came to Sacramento and won, is my whole point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I want the number 1 pick. I want the number 2 pick or 3 pick. I don't want to be falling to 7 or 8 because you win a few more games. I understand that, but like, I guess my whole thing is I can't get pre-mad. That's what I tell myself about these things. I can't get pre-mad about it. I get sucked into it. And what happens is when I start thinking about, like tonight, when they were winning, I was not thinking at all about the ramifications of it, because I told myself, like I said last week,
good job.
If I'm watching a game and all I'm thinking about is why are you winning this game? Oh, this is so stupid, blah, blah, blah. I can't talk about the game after. I can't. I get my emotions
take over,
and then I can't analyze what Neat Clifford did tonight or hey, Maxime did this. And, I want to be able to talk about those things. I don't want to just pout up there while I watch a game. That's not fun. So I told myself, I'm going to wait until after the game to feel however I want to feel. And so at this stage where I'm at on this Sunday night, I'm in a good place of peace where I'm going, there's nothing I can do about it right now. There's nothing. And so I'm not going to work to like, they're ruining it. I can't believe it. Because I could do all that. And then the lottery happens and the Kings pick second. And I go, why did I just waste all my time doing this?
Correct.
And stressing myself out?
There's just no point, you guys. We can all only control what we can control.
And you know how this draft works. There's going to be someone that gets drafted like 12th or 15th. You're like, why did 14 teams pass on that guy?
It feels like this would be the draft that happens, by the way. Like that's the type of players that are there. Like I said, like there could be another player that just blossoms in a different situation. Or, like after his first year, second year, whatever it is, like those things always happen. And that's why like you want to have the best talent evaluators around. And with a team and an organization like the Sacramento Kings, it's not even about like what's a good fit for this team. There is no team.
Yeah.
There is no identity. Like allow a high draft pick be part of the shift of that identity and create the identity that you want with that person.
Sean in the chat says, I mean, are we supposed to feel nice about this win against a god-awful Bulls team?
No.
I mean, I don't think anyone's telling, first of all, feel how you want. I'm not sitting here tonight going, oh my God, what a win. This means so much for the future. No, like we all know, like we're not going to look back at this win over Chicago 3 years from now and remember it like it was the Kings 176-175 win at Staples against the Clippers, right? Like, of course not. Of course not. I'm not telling you to feel like any type of way. I'm just saying I'm not going to get pre-mad as if like I know for a fact that the Kings just completely screwed the lottery and they're picking like eighth. Like I'm not.
Yeah. But here's the other thing though too. And I'm not like this. If they are going to win, I would like to watch basketball like this. I would like to actually be able
win
to
or
analyze.
lose. That's how I would say. Win or lose. That's how I want to play. I want to play with movement, off-ball movement, sharing the rock, compete, multiple efforts, get some stops.
Way more fun. To stay focused and connected to the game when it is just like flowing, fun, good product out there on the floor. And that's what we got tonight. What?
This chat's funny.
What was so funny?
Just all of it.
Okay.
It's just popping, man.
Yeah.
You
No.
know?
And I get it. And it is funny too, like when you're leaving the arena and like so many people are just, we gotta, dust off that beam and there it is in the sky. Like it's every single time the beam has been lit, it feels like that's the conversation
Does it work?
I never want to forget I mean, I kind of want to forget this year, but I kind of don't ever want to forget this year because, like, I want to remember all that mood, that feeling, and like not seeing the beam and not seeing good basketball and whatever it is, because it will make that time so much more special when it's like good again.
Is AJ still your number one?
Absolutely. I could 3 years from now be so wrong where it's like, oh man, someone else just, like, I keep using this term because my brain's not working, blossomed. Someone else blossomed, took off with their career. And
Did you watch
like,
Blossom, the TV show back in the day?
No, is that a TV show?
Go ahead.
How old are you? Like, what is that from, like the 80s?
You know, you could be familiar with shows even from before, well before you were alive.
When is that show?
I was in the life for Johnny Carson. I know Johnny Carson.
When the hell was Blossom?
Early 90s.
Blooming.
You don't remember? Oh my.
Do you like that? Did everyone get that?
Blossom TV show. I mean, I'm guessing it started like 88. I don't know.
What the hell?
First episode was July 5th, 1990.
Of course.
How many seasons of Blossom?
Any of those names I would
5.
know. I don't know any of those actors.
Okay. Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I have no idea who that is.
Anyway.
Okay, anyway. So yeah, but with AJ, I feel the most confident in his game to today's NBA. And with that, I mean his size, length, athletic ability, feel. I want to say maturity, but when I say that, because like I don't obviously know how mature he is. I've heard he's mature, but I just want to say like composure, the way he stays composed like a leader out there on the floor. And with that, it's not like, oh, because he's talking it up. It's because he's making the right play. He's making the extra pass late in a game while he's getting doubled. He's doing just so many things of the right things with the team that he is on. And every time I watch it, and then you watch some of the special highlights, yeah, it's something.
He's
it's
6'9".
That's what I'm saying. It's all for today's modern day NBA. Like there's so many of it. It's just like, yes, you make sense.
People in the chat are stunned that you don't remember Joey Lawrence.
Whoa. What? Is that like Joey Tribbiani?
You don't know Joey Lawrence? He's from Blossom, dude.
Was he a heartthrob? He looks like he would be like a heartthrob.
My God.
Like the leather jacket. Remember, people?
What shows did you watch? What sitcoms did you watch?
Family Matters.
Great show, dude.
Step by Step.
Did you like Urkel, or was he annoying to you?
You know what's funny?
As a kid, I remember I liked Stefan more.
Well, everyone did because he was like, because society told us to like the more attractive hot person or version of yourself. Don't like the nerdy version of yourself. But no, with Urkel, it was like, it's like, I didn't love it, but it was just iconic because you'd always go around school and go, did I do that?
Oh,
you know?
Is that his saying? That was not his saying.
Did I do that?
No.
What was it?
No.
What was it?
What have you done? It wasn't, did I do that?
Yeah, wasn't it? Did I do that? Deuce, what are you even saying, Steve Urkel?
I'm trolling you. I was just trying. I knew you were tired. I was just trying to.
I was like, wait. I was like, do I have it wrong? Was I saying
stupid,
it wrong as a
dude.
child? So yeah, Step by Step, Full House, duh. I mean Power Rangers, obviously.
It's not a sitcom, but sure.
Oh, it was obviously.
Oh.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Wow. Home Improvement does not get a mention.
I watched Home Improvement. Home Improvement.
Huh?
We grew up on The Simpsons. Like,
Yeah, of course.
I know. And
course.
that was like edgy. And I remember our friend, like the parents of my friends were like, they can't watch that. And I was like, why? Because Bart Simpson says butt a whole bunch
It
of
was
times.
an edgy show for the time. It was.
I was a good kid.
So back to AJ.
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
So AJ's your number one. I'm with you on number one right now. AJ's my number one.
Uh-huh.
Number two, I don't know. I don't know.
I know. Whoa.
I want to love Darren Peterson so much, and I liked him early in the year. I just have questions. That's all I have. I have questions. And there's some. I feel like I talk out of both sides of my mouth, because if he is indeed banged up, which everyone's like, yeah, he's been banged up this year. There's also a part of me that's like, this guy's fighting through it. He doesn't have to play. Like,
Mhm.
he could shut it down now and just be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to rest up for the NBA draft and be a, top 2, top 3 pick. But he's still playing.
Yeah.
If anything, like, doesn't he deserve more credit for that as opposed to so many questions about his motivation? I don't know. I've seen some of the stuff that's been posted on Twitter of videos from high school, and I'm like, oh my God, his explosiveness is off the charts. He doesn't seem as explosive right now.
Yeah.
Is that a long-term thing? Is it a short-term thing? What is going on?
This is why media has to be very responsible with their narratives that they put out there, because when you're removed from a sport like college basketball, we watch it, but we're not in it.
Yeah.
We're not talking to journalists, people that are beat writers, people that are in the locker rooms, whatever. And when you do see a narrative and you just start to go with it because you're like, oh, the people are saying that he's not playing through it. Or you go with the narrative of, wow, he is fighting through it. And this is that. And then it ends up being all screwed up. And he actually, like, him and his camp, are kind of like think they're bigger than they are, whatever. Like, it could be that way. It could be the good way. It could be. So my point is, evaluate the talent as much as you can, and then trust that the people that are in those rooms interviewing someone like him at draft combine and everything else understand what type of human they want on their team. If that makes sense.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, that's the
brain was,
typical
like,
draft
slow.
process. But yeah, and then you try to get information as much. That's what it's about. Especially when you're making those top picks, you're gathering a ton of intel to get a feel on someone, and even that is not foolproof either. But then after that, it's like even Caleb Wilson. Like Caleb Wilson, he's going to be out for the year now, which is a bummer.
I really like Caleb Wilson,
and he's someone to me that I still feels like flies under the radar. He doesn't feel like he is necessarily going to be someone that year one comes in and pops right away. But there's just something about like his athleticism is crazy, but it's not like just we get sucked into that sometimes where it's like, no, he's a great athlete. I mean, remember Marvin Bagley's second jump.
Yep.
Oh, that second jump. It's like, okay,
second
well,
jump.
what else? But Caleb, like, you can give him the ball and he can go get a bucket.
Yep.
And he's a supreme athlete.
Smooth.
I think defensively there's real upside there. He also just has an intensity about him and a competitiveness about him that I really, really like. And I know, like, I've seen this comp before and I'm not going there, but I understand what people are saying. It's like, dude, you see a little Kevin Garnett with that intensity. I'm like, I see a little bit of that. I mean, if he's Kevin Garnett, holy shit, right? But Kevin Garnett also came out of high school.
Yeah.
And then I like Cam Boozer, I feel like, more than a lot of people. I don't know. I think there's just a group of people who are just so down on this guy as if, and I've probably said this before on the podcast, he's Trey Lyles.
Oh my God.
Like,
This is what people say?
no,
Oh,
the way
way
they talk about him, it's like, oh, dude, he's slow, he's unathletic, and he just plays some bully ball. It's not even that good. And when I watch him, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm just missing something.
He can
this
stretch
guy-
the floor. He's fundamentally sound in, like, at such a high level with his high level processing.
That's what
with
I'm
his-
saying. The reads he makes in a game, the
Yes.
passes he can make today as a young player,
Agreed.
his shooting ability,
Yep.
like around the basket. Okay, I understand, like, oh, he plays bully ball. Well, sometimes I go, he plays bully ball because that's the best thing he should do in that particular situation. He's not like, just give me the ball every time and let me play bully ball. I've seen him initiate on the perimeter. I've seen him get downhill before. And his ability to space the floor, the decision making, the rebounding. I think he's going to be a damn good player. Now, is he going to be a superstar? I don't know. But sometimes I think we talk so much about him, like we focus on what he isn't.
People do
And
that.
we
with
do that with, I understand that. But with
everyone.
him, it's like, okay, are you acting like this guy can't be a productive player because you don't think he's like the greatest athlete? Which I even think that's overblown a little bit.
And again, some people just go along with the narrative and they see a few highlights of him, but then they see a few highlights of a very athletic person, an AJ Dybansta or Caleb Wilson, they're like, that's exciting shit. That's what I want. And I mean, I think that's unfair, but at the same time, like, do you they're not in charge of picking, we're not in charge of picking. So even how we feel about him and his game, we can only sit here and analyze it, but not tell people like they should feel the same.
I need to spend some more time watching some of the guards, like Darius Akoff, Kingston Fleming.
I need
like
a
I've seen
lot
some,
more time.
I feel like I've seen a lot of Boozer, Dybansta, Peterson, and Caleb Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's something we should do.
Yeah.
Not after.
We got time.
Yeah.
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 We got time. What would be your J Street Dental moment of tonight's game?
How about any dunk that Precious Achua had?
I mean, those are good ones.
Russell triple double.
I think one of the things we have to write down for the J Street Dental moment of the game.
Yes.
The 33 assists and 4 turnovers.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those turnovers late was at the end of the game when they were just taking a shot clock violation.
Oh, yeah. Yep. So it would have been 3.
Really 3. Precious, nasty dunks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also going to say another good moment from tonight's game. The Killian Hayes lob to Monk.
That was seriously, that was your favorite thing. You've only talked about it like 17 times. I appreciate it.
You should have seen the lob that James Harden threw today.
You want to show me?
Morgan, it was so outrageous.
Well, first, let me just tell you about our smiles.
Yeah.
From J Street Dental. And you can go to jstreetdentalgroup.com. They're enriching lives and enhancing smiles. You can also check out their sister office, Sacramento River Dental. The best of the best.
Appreciate their support of the podcast. Goes into the moment jar. Okay, I have it over here, Morgan.
Okay.
You're playing Boston today. Shout out to Boston for beating Cleveland. He threw it from the opposite free throw line on the money to Mobley. I mean, that's an unbelievable pass by Harden.
It's
from the opposite free throw line to be that on target.
You can't even tell me like, oh, like QB, that's a quarterback thing right there. No.
And to read it
that
is
fast. Like, yes, all of the above. To get it up to a space for him to play above the rim with that lob. Wow.
Also, shout out to Jason Tatum, who did make his return against Dallas. He ended up playing today, too, against Cleveland. Joe Mazzulla put him right into that starting lineup. Tatum did say it's been tough. He's on a minute restriction right now. It didn't sound like he was on the opening night or his first game, but whatever. I imagine he'd be on some sort of minute watch, considering he just came back from a ruptured Achilles.
Under 10 months.
I was so happy for him. When he got rim checked with that dunk attempt in the game against Dallas, I'm like, oh, shit. But then he had some nice moments, too, where he took contact, finishing at the rim.
Rebounding.
Setting people up, had 7 assists. I was really happy for him. And then they beat Cleveland today.
It's so cool. So cool that it is something that was a speedy recovery. You always tell people, like, hope you have a speedy recovery. Like, you never know what it's going to be. But when it's an Achilles injury, you especially don't expect that. This was a speedy recovery. And I just hope that this is where the trend of this injury could go for even some others, although all bodies are different.
Also, DeJounte Murray, missed a ton of time with an Achilles thing, too.
Mm-hmm.
Today, you want to shout him out? He played 24 minutes, had 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals in 24 minutes against Washington.
7 of 9 at the free throw line. Drawing those fouls. Good job.
It's just good to see some of these guys that have gone through like these injuries that were once thought of like almost career ending or definitely career altering come back and they're being productive.
Yeah.
It's awesome to see.
No, it's very good for these individuals, but it also makes me happy for the NBA. So then we don't have to be like, okay, that's the end of their career.
Everyone rupture your Achilles now. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be
Let's
fine.
do it. Everyone's doing it. We all have the resources, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sammy in the chat talking about AJ saying he might go back to school if someone else has the #1 pick, if it's not Sacramento. Okay, this whole like AJ and even Darren Peterson hinting at going back to school is so outrageous.
Yeah, they're full of shit.
I mean, what would they have to do to honestly go back? I feel like BYU would have to be like, we'll give you $30 million next
So I was
year.
gonna say, what's like? Do you know the rookie like?
It depends on the pick. I don't know off the top of my head.
It's okay.
The first year rookie salary.
Yeah. Either way, yeah. I mean, it would just have to like what you're seeing. It would have to be more than that. I
So
think
this year, just so you know, Cooper Flag was the number one pick. He made in his rookie year $13.8 million. Next year, 14.5, then 15.2 before getting to extension talks.
Whoa.
So
okay.
that just say like the number one pick this year. Let's just say right around 14 million.
And then you're
in
offered
year one.
20 in college, though.
Yeah, BYU's like, dude, why don't you come back? We'll give you 25 mil.
I'm going with
NBA.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going with like it. It just feels when I say stable. I mean, you sign a contract. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like you get in a predicament where it's like, okay, you're done with college. We don't need you anymore. It's like at least NBA. You can once you get in, you can find your way.
Yeah, I just don't buy that these guys are gonna stay. I think Cooper Flag even referenced that in the past, and it's like, hey, come on, they're coming out.
It's a good bit.
Yeah, what are we talking
It's
about?
because they want it to be a moment. They want it to be a moment that they can tag an advertiser to and says, Nike says, I am going to what is
the
it called?
NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to the NBA.
Is that the advert? I've never seen that type of campaign.
No, it hasn't happened, but I'm saying it can give them a moment where they can post it on Instagram and like make $1 million off of
Your eyes do look tired. You're tapping out. Huh?
Yeah, the brain is
Yeah, I could tell.
not cold.
The
yet.
brain is. Let's just say the brain is not firing for you right
Let's
now.
just say the brain is gone.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Do we know? Yeah, you are.
Pablo in the chat says, hey, Giannis was picked 15th. SGA was 11th. Jokic second round. Kobe 13th. You don't need the top pick. You need to develop talent. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Of course. But, I mean, there's also some really good players at
Yes.
the top. But you're right. There's just no guarantees, right? Like, Markelle Fultz was drafted number 1. Anthony Bennett was drafted number 1. Like, Kwame Brown, you can go up and down the draft over the years.
Yep.
Darko Milicic was drafted, second, right?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't
Um,
remember.
But yeah, and you're going to find gems
Right.
along the way too. You're right. But I think people like their odds more at the top. I hear that, and it's not lost on me. You can find talent, and there's seemingly one of those. And in a draft like this, you would think there could be one of those guys later on that we're all just kind of missing. So, yeah.
It always happens. It seems to always happen.
We're getting a lot of time to talk about all that. I'll tell you that.
Hey, I'll tell you that much. Huh?
Final thoughts, Morgan Reagan.
Final thoughts. I had so much fun on my 2 days off, going to Santa Barbara, being with my family, seeing my brother-in-law's show. He's one of the most talented humans in the world. It was so cool. And it's like so worth it. Like so worth it, right? But between me and you, how I feel right now, I'm like, I don't think I could do that again.
Yeah, 3 hours of sleep is really hard.
You guys, like, I didn't drink, like, I didn't party, I didn't do anything. Like, I just didn't sleep.
Yeah, 3 hours of sleep's not good.
It's not good.
My final thought, I appreciate the chat reminding me of all these draft picks. Like James Wiseman went number 2. That was the year the Kings got Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh my God.
That dropped to them at what, like 12?
I don't even remember.
Someone mentioning Marvin Bagley drafted number 2. Okay. Legit final thought.
Thank you.
I know parents hate when this time of year comes, the time change.
Oh.
Whether you spring forward or you fall back, we spring forward.
Love that this is your final thought.
And I used to hate it. I think right now, I was so excited today. It was just sunny late at night. Meanwhile, all the parents are complaining, like, oh, my kid woke me up so early. And I just go, well, you didn't have to have kids.
That was a choice.
So I'm going to enjoy the sun. That's what I say. No, but in all seriousness, my final thought, the weather's been so fucking nice in Sacramento, coupled with like the sun being out late.
Sacramento's like stunning right now.
Summer is almost here.
Stunning.
Let's go. Anyway, we appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with us. Kings play back-to-back Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be live both those nights. Wednesday will be on a little later than usual, but we'll be live.
Yeah.
So we love you guys so much. But we got to go.
You all have a wonderful rest of your night.
See ya.
Deuce and Mo, Deuce and Mo.